Why storms are named after people. Ever wonder how hurricanes get their names? And why do hurricanes have names at all? Meteorologists long ago learned that naming tropical storms and hurricanes helps people remember the storms, communicate about them more effectively, and so stay safer. The U.S. National Hurricane Center started this practice in the early 1950s. Now, the World Meteorological Organization generates and maintains the list of hurricane names. How and why did hurricanes first begin receiving names? While people have been naming major storms for hundreds of years, most hurricanes were originally designated by a system of latitude-longitude numbers, which was useful to meteorologists trying to track these storms. Unfortunately, this system was confusing to people living on coasts seeking hurricane information. In the early 1950s, a formal practice for storm naming was first developed for the Atlantic Ocean by the U.S. National Hurricane Center. At that time, storms were named according to a phonetic alphabet. For example, A for Able, B for Baker, and C for Charlie. And the names used were the same for each hurricane season. In other words, the first hurricane of a season was always named Able, the second Baker, and so on. In 1953, to avoid the repetitive use of names, the system was revised so that storms would be given female names. By doing this, the National Weather Service was mimicking the habit of naval meteorologists who named the storms after women, such as ships at sea were traditionally named for women. In 1978 to 1979, the system was revised again to include both female and male hurricane names. When does a storm receive a name? Tropical storms are given names when they display a rotating circulation pattern and wind speeds of 39 miles per hour. A tropical storm develops into a hurricane when wind speeds reach 74 miles per hour. Lists of hurricane names have been developed for many of the major ocean basins around the world. Today, there are 6 lists of hurricane names in use for Atlantic Ocean and Eastern North Pacific storms. These lists rotate one each year. That means the list of this year's hurricane names for each basin will come up again 6 years from now. There's an exception to this practice, however. The names of hurricanes that are particularly damaging are retired for legal, cultural, sensitivity, and historical reasons. For example, the use of the name Katrina was retired in 2005 following the devastating impact that Hurricane Katrina had on New Orleans. In March 2019, the World Meteorological Organization removed the names Florence and Michael from its list for the Atlantic Ocean basin and replaced the names with Francine and Milton. Hurricanes Florence and Michael, which respectively struck the coast of North Carolina and Florida in 2018, each caused tremendous damage and dozens of fatalities.